in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Purdy looking to throw. Got his man, and that's the rookie fourth-round pick. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Rondale Moore, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Purdy now to throw.
Flushed out right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, one able to complete it anyway.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Here's a give to Jones running left.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First carry for Nick Chubb.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And he's gotten to the stage of his career where Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that doesn't matter what the coverage is, quarterbacks are going to throw him the football, and he picks up a first down there. When he's on the field, he makes a strong case as the best receiver in the NFL because he knows how to get open no matter how many people are around him.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Throwing is McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy.
And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 5. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! Ricky Pearsall. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
75 yards.
and the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead. Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Now Jones.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They get this out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side. To the right side and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
He may go.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
To the air with McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. He's on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 7 that time, second goal. Chubb. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. But a be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there, and a first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers get a bit closer.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now down to 20.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he takes a shot on the release. says this will be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Yard line, 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
From the gun on third down, Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got the connection to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Flush to his right.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Purdy looking to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Here's McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Now that's a killer because you think you got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Aaron Jones
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's Purdy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they can't bring him down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
This is going to be 49er football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
To throw is Purdy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a